Ladies and gentlemen and children of all ages, this is my second politically correct or politically incorrect, depending on your point of view, vie for the presidency of the United States of America in 2012. See, I got my tie on. This is the most politically correct tie I could wear. It's not red, it's not blue. Now, what I want to discuss with you is that in 2012, America will lose 50% of its wealth in the middle class by one methodology or another. Of course, we need to describe these four different methodologies in depth, but to make this succinct, we have the death tax, which is going to remove between 19 and 55% of middle class wealth. If your parents or corporation dies, you will have to give the United States government between 19 and 55% of your wealth. If you don't have this money, of course, you can refinance and remortgage your house for 30 years. And if you have to borrow $100,000, that loan will turn into a 30-year mortgage, and it will cost you $300,000 to pay a $100,000 death tax. And of course, if this happens again between the end of now and those 30 years, you will have to also refinance your house once again. Now, when we do this refinancing, it means that a large percentage of the mom and pop farms in America will have to be sold or refinanced to Monsanto, who is in charge of the food industry as it is. So, moving past that, it is a very misleading title that you lose 19 to 55%, because in fact you could lose the farm. Now, item number 3, because we threw item number 2 away by mistake, there will be an entire illegal corporate entity, just like the illegal Acorn entity that Obama defended and Holder defended, because they are trying to destroy America from within, and they hired thugs and criminals in Acorn to represent the political voting whatever agenda. Now, these illegal immigrants and thugs will be the people that will look at your house and scan your house with thermal imaging tools and determine whether or not your house is thermally efficient. And I know about being thermally efficient because I used to be an interior-exterior contractor. Then, based on their determination, some moron with a pencil and paper, they're going to tell you how much energy your house is losing. And then, based on what they determine, these ignorant high school dropouts, just like the people that work for Acorn, when they determine how much money you owe the United States government based on penalty taxes, which is going to be incorporated into the cap and trade bill, you will have to go out and re-thermalize your windows and doors or your entire house, roof and substructure, at a cost of whatever a licensed and state-qualified green contractor determines, which could be any amount of money. The problem is you will once again have to refinance your house at a 30-year fixed mortgage, and again pay the penalties of 50% if you don't do this. If the penalty was $50,000 and you didn't do it for a course of 5 more years, that penalty in penalty taxes would be $100,000, and in 5 years you lose your house if you don't go along with their totally unconstitutional and illegal program. Now, item number 4, and this is a big one. If this is not enough of the raping of America, the following 2 items, because I threw number 2 away by mistake. If you have a family of 5 living in your home and don't have the proper insurance, you are going to have to insure the 5 members of your family based on approximately $3,000 per year per person, which is $15,000 out-of-pocket expenses on the year 2012. Based on a $50,000 income, you are going to have to take 30% of your gross income away from your bill-paying abilities, and that will, if everything else doesn't collapse your economic structure and lifestyle, this one individual health care raping of America, totally unconstitutional tax will guarantee the collapse of the American middle-class citizen. Now, the bottom line is that you ignorant bastards wanted change, and you got it. In fact, the 44th Pustang shoved this fundamental change up your poop chutes about 55 miles with no chance of light ever entering into the picture. Now, what I need you to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I need you to go out and vote for Michael Fazio. I need you to vote fast. I need you to vote often. I need you to vote furious, and I really need you to vote like a fucking monkey.